Welcome to our channel Spoken English as Smart Classes. Today we are having an amazing global educator with us, my dear student. It is really a great excitement that we gather here today for a special session. Yes, we have the privilege of being joined by our renowned global educator, Marine Mia ma'am, who will be sharing insights on the power of language. Before we begin, let's extend a warm welcome to our global educator and express our gratitude to her time and expertise. Get ready to embark on a journey discovery and learn English swiftly. Let's give a huge round of applause for ma'am. Everybody give a clap, yeah. Perfect, perfect. Be ready with your whole excitement. Yes, over to you, my dear respected ma'am. Now all the shining stars are yours only, so you can continue with them.
Thank you so much, Dr. Madhvi. Wow, I love all of these shining stars. It's amazing, and I love that word, the shining stars, because they all are. Look at how they shine. Look at them. They really are our stars. Hello, everybody. You can give me a wave. You don't have to shout. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm so happy to be here. And just so that you know, I am from South Africa. So I am literally on the map. I'm on the other side of the world. But look at how good we are, because technology makes us, we can see each other. So now you can say you know somebody that is in the other end of the world in South Africa. Yeah. So I'm so happy to be with you. And today, like Dr. Madhvi ma'am said, we're talking about language, and we're talking about the power of language. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to try to answer me. Even if you don't answer me loudly, but I want you to think about what the answer will be, okay? Yes? Thumbs up if you're okay with me. Okay. So the first question I want to ask you is, what is the one thing that you like about yourself? Like if I ask myself that, what do I like about me? I like that I like to learn. I like to keep learning. I like to read. So what do you like about you? If you want to say the answer, then you can unmute and give me the answer.
Ma'am, I like
Yes,
that I
Shanta.
am confident.
Lovely. Anyone else? What
Ma'am,
do you
I
like to
like that
do?
I am.
What else do you like?
I like
Yes.
about myself that I have no stage fear.
Lovely. Well done. Anyone else? What do you like?
Ma'am, I like to write novels and essay writing, ma'am.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're moving to question number 2, right? Question number 2 also, I want you to think about it and then give me an answer. So what is the thing that you don't like? Whether it's about you, whether it's about life, whether it's about someone else, what is the one thing that you do not like, that you think is not good? What is that?
Ma'am, I
Fear.
think that cutting trees is not good.
Yeah, good. Okay, next one. What else? What do you not like? Anyone else?
Ma'am, I don't like to fear for anything in life. I want to overcome every situation in my life.
Very nice. Next one. Anyone else? What do you not like? There's no wrong answer. So give me one more answer. What do you not like about anything?
I don't like to get pain in anything.
Yes, very nice. Okay, so my last question, very quickly. The last question is, what do you want to do what do you want to do in your life later on? So if you want to grow up, what do you want to become? What do you want to do? If you are already an adult, what is it more that you would like to become? What do you want to do in a few years from now? Yes.
Ma'am, I want to become a civil service officer.
Lovely. Anyone else?
I want to become Ma'am, I want to become judge and good person.
Lovely. Anyone else?
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
want
I
to
like
become a doctor.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
like
I
to
want to
become
become an
archaeologist.
IAS officer and a confident man.
Lovely. And the other one wants to be a... Shajini, what did you say you want to do?
Good evening, ma'am. I want to become a lecturer.
Lovely. Okay, so why am I asking you all of these questions? Let me explain. Today, I'm talking to you about the power of language. Yes? So I am in another country, in another part of the world, and you are in your country, in your part of the world. But do you see that speaking to you, you are understanding me? I asked you the first question, you understood what I asked you, and you were able to answer me. I asked you a second question, you understood me, and you answered me. The third question was the same. So I will answer those three questions for myself also. What is the one thing I like the most? I like to learn. I like to read. I like books. I like to study. What is the one thing I don't like? I don't like dishonesty. I don't like lies and things like that. I don't like that because it's negative, right? It's not good. And what is that I want to do? So yes, I'm already an adult, but what do I want to do? I think I want to keep learning. I want to keep getting better at what I do, and I want to learn even new things maybe. So I don't know, but this is what I would like to do going forward. So these are my three answers. Now
Dear
I
ma'am,
gave you three answers and you
Marine ma'am, I
understand me.
also want to give answer.
Yes, please, Dr. Madhvi. Yes. What do you like the
I
most?
like when my students complete their homework and speak it up in the classes. I don't like when they be lazy, they don't complete their homework. And what I want to be, I really want to bring as easiest as smart methods for them, so they should take much interest in studies. What
Oh,
do you think?
wonderful, Dr. Madhvi. That is such a good example. That is such a good example. But you see why I'm asking these questions, and I'm so proud of all the answers, including Dr. Madhvi, so clap for her. Every answer is showing us that there is language that we used, yes? So even though I'm speaking English, the language of English to you, and you have replied to me in the language of English, it means that we're understanding each other. Can you see that? So you understanding me because of the words I'm using. I understand your answers because of the words you are using. But what is it that makes us be able to answer the questions? What is it that made you understand my question for you to give me the correct answer? It is the language. But it's not just about language. It is how I am using the language. It is also my tone. When I'm asking you a question, I'm not speaking in a sentence. If I'm asking you, what is the one thing that you do not like? Can you hear that there is a question in how I'm saying it? But if I say, so what is the one thing you don't like? Does that sound like a question? No, it sounds like I'm saying something. So also, how you speak tells you something about what is wanted of you. So the word we use for that is to perceive, or how to accept or understand something. So if I'm understanding something, then I know how to answer something. Or if I understand an instruction, so when Dr. Madhvi tells me, Marine ma'am, I want you to do this, I understand what she's saying, so I will listen to her and I know what to do. That is because there's an understanding between the language that we speak to each other, but that teaches us that there is so much of power in our language. And when I speak about power in language, why is there power? There's power because through understanding the words we use with each other, we are able to understand each other as people. I'm understanding you, even though you're in another country and I'm in another side, I still understand you and you are understanding me. That is the power of language. It helps us to understand each other. So even when you are in school or in your family, or if you are traveling, wherever you are, even if you are in a shop, when you want to go to buy something, you don't just take it. You know there is a rule. You have to take it off the store and then you have to go up and then you pay, or somebody will say, can I help you in the store? Do you see that? It's because of language. So when we talk to each other, we're able to know how to help each other. And we know rules. We know what is the rule in a classroom, what is the rule at home. When our people are telling us at home, do not do this and do not do that, we understand. That is the power of language. So we're able to understand each other. Because of language, we understand each other. Also, the power of language means you were able to answer my questions, yes? But by answering the question which I asked you, you were also able to share something with me. You shared with me that you don't like certain things. You shared with me what you want to become later on. You shared something with me about what you don't like also. That sharing means that we became close. That sharing means I was able to understand you. The sharing means that I was also able to empathize. So if, for example, I came on now and I said to you, I don't like how I'm feeling because I'm feeling sad today, that's me sharing how I'm feeling. If I come here now and I say, I am so excited to see all these shining stars, so I'm so happy now, I'm sharing how I'm feeling, yeah? But when I'm saying that I'm sharing that, why are you able to understand what I'm feeling? Is because I was able to put that feeling of happy into the word, so into a language. I was able to tell you how I was feeling because of language. So because of language, we are able to understand each other. Because of language and how we use it, we're able to talk to each other. We're able to share. We're able to, what we call is empathize. I'm able to feel for you. I'm able to feel what you are feeling because I care about you. And we're able to talk. Communication is so important. In a classroom, at home, in a shop, wherever we are, we have to converse, we have to talk, we have to communicate. That is the power of language. So if we want to learn more about people, if I want to make myself heard, if you want to be the judge that you want to be, if you're going to be the police officer, if you want to be the teacher, if you want to be anything later on, you have to understand you. But to understand you, you have to learn about you. And when I have to learn about myself, I can only do that through learning and educating myself, but more so through language, because what I'm learning from is a book, and that's language. What I'm listening to when my teacher or someone is talking to me, that is language. Even when I have to speak up about myself, it's language. Can you see how powerful language becomes? So it's something that we don't ever think about. We don't ever think about how important language is. When you sing your teacher or your family in the morning and you say good morning, for us, it is sometimes just a word. It's something we get so used to doing from the time we are born and we're growing up. We get taught you have to greet your elders, you have to be good, you know these things. But can you imagine that if I came on the show today and I didn't say hello and I was not talking much and I didn't do anything, wouldn't you as the shining star sit there and say, what is wrong with this teacher? She's not even talking to us. You'd say that. So I am using language, and the reason you are smiling or you are giving me the feedback you're giving me now is because you're getting my message, and it's powerful enough because you're seeing it. So when you spoke to me, I could react because I could feel the power of your voices. I could see there's power in what you're saying and how you're saying it. The language becomes powerful because of what we say is the impact it creates on other people. So when I want to understand someone that's in front of me, I will ask a question like I did in the beginning. And when I ask the question, they give me an answer that makes us understand each other. And so likewise, when something is wrong, if something is wrong with you now, if you had a fight with your friend, if your sibling or your brother or sister is worrying you all the time, they take your pencil every time without asking you, for example, okay? Or even if mom or dad or whoever is around you is not doing something good, or if you see something that you are not happy with, and you want to say that to somebody, what is the only way you're going to be able to do that? Whether it's to write down and send that to someone, whether it's to speak it and tell it to someone, in either way, you are using language. I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper and give it to somebody because I want someone to know that this is something wrong that has happened. But you are writing, which means you are putting language into what you are putting on a piece of paper. Yes? So do you see how powerful our language tool is? Now, even though today we're starting, and these are just general things I'm talking to you about for today, but when you're going to see me again and again, and you're going to see me again, in those times you're going to see me after this, we're going to talk about certain parts about the language that are going to make you understand yourself better, and the language that you use on yourself, about yourself, and it's going to make you understand other people better. Because for me, it's very important that you as the shining stars learn about yourselves. You have to learn more about yourselves, because as you learn about you, then you will be able to learn about others. And when you're going to be able to learn about others, then the language skill that you will develop will help make it easier. So for example, when you want to write that novel, My Shining Star, it's going to be easier for you to write the novel, because you will learn, how do I put it into correct context when I'm putting it down on the paper, when I want to make it into this book, when you want to act out in a movie, when you're watching these movies and you're watching your famous stars in the movies, what makes you draw them into what they say? What makes you understand them? The language. But guess what? Sometimes, and we will talk about this in another episode that's going to come up, sometimes it's not just about the spoken language. It's also about how I say it. It's about my tone of saying it. But it's also about how I'm acting when I say it. If I have to say something now like, oh, today was just so tiring, I'm so exhausted. There's so much of drama in my words that automatically you feeling there, wherever you are and you're sitting, you're feeling that, oh gosh, yeah, she's tired. But it's because of how I said it. So I put the drama in, and that is why you grasp that I'm tired, correct? So when you're watching a movie and you're watching all the actors and actresses and how they're acting, you get more of what they say, not only because of the words, but also because of the action, because of what's happening. So even in how we act, your movements, do you know that that is also part of language? And we call that the body language. So by the time I carry on with you, with Dr. Madhvi's permission, as we keep going next time and next time and next time, I will want you to learn that there is power in my language, in my word. There is power in my language, in my writing. There is power in my language, in also my body action. And altogether, those are different language skills. And when you learn all of these skills very well, then you will learn how to be able to speak it properly, how to be able to be heard properly, how to be able to write it properly, how to do that homework that Dr. Madhvi once done properly. And then you'll also learn that when I'm having to speak up, and when like our beautiful shining star said, I don't have stage fright, so I don't get scared on a stage. When you want to get up on that stage and when you want to say something, you will be even more confident, because you're going to know, I have the power of language, and my language skill is powerful. And when you know that about you and your language, then you're going to be able to take on anything that you want to become. And it's going to become easy, because you will be able to know how to say it, how to listen to it, how to write it, how to act it, how to be it. Because all of those skills about body language, how to speak, how to react to other people, how to converse and how to learn from other people, how to behave properly, all of these things is about language. So when you are, for example, doing anything that is wrong and somebody's shouting at you, what is it that makes you listen? It's not that they're saying, stop doing that. It's that their voice is raised and they say, stop doing that. So when you hear the raised voice, there's language, but it's how it's being said to you that is more powerful. I can say to you, can you stop doing that now? Can you put your pen down? Can you please don't mess that? And if I say, don't mess that. Yes.
Ma'am, what's the means of raised voice?
The meaning of raised voice is, can I give you an example?
Yes,
Can I give
ma'am,
you an
you can give.
example? Okay. So let's just say you have a book in your hand, right? And I want you to put the book down. Are you listening to me, Aradia? Can you hear me? Okay. So the book is with you, and I say, I want to tell Aradia now she needs to put the book down. So I say to her, Aradia, can you put the book down? And then she doesn't put the book down. So then I want it to be put down. So I say, Aradia, can you please put the book down? And then she still doesn't put the book down. And then let's just say I'm somebody who gets angry. And I say, Aradia, can you please put that book down now? When I said it now, the third time, I am raising my voice. So I start off speaking in a very soft voice, and then it gets a little bit louder. But when I raise my voice, then it becomes very loud. So it's almost like I'm shouting at you. Does that answer you, my darling? Do you understand what I mean by raised voice now? Yeah? Okay. So when somebody is speaking to you in that voice, it's also a part of how powerful language can be. Why? Because when I raise my voice, I get a reaction from you. It might not be a nice thing because nobody likes the raised voice. We don't like to be scolded. I don't like it. And I don't like raising my voice to other people also. So but it makes you react in a specific way. It makes you act the way somebody wants you to act. But we also say raised voices sometimes are very disrespectful. It's not nice. So if you are speaking to somebody who's older than you, we don't raise our voices, yes? We stay cool, we stay calm, we speak with respect all the time. So even though somebody's raising a voice at you, you don't raise your voice back to them. You listen because they're wanting to get a message to you. They're speaking to you in a language, so you're understanding them. This is why language becomes so powerful. So, like I said to you just now, in all of our other programs that I will do with you, Dr. Madhavi is going to give me permission to do that, hopefully. And in those, we're going to learn about the body language, how we react, how we act, the drama. We're going to learn about how to put words together to understand how we're feeling and how we can speak to other people about what we're feeling. So we understand our emotions. We understand what is happening. We understand how to speak. We understand how to understand other people. And we learn. We keep learning because we want to learn this power of language. Because through the power of language, we're going to become the judge. We're going to write the novel. We're going to become the police officer. We're going to do everything that we want to do through the power of language and through listening to Dr. Madhavi through all of her lessons and doing our homework, but also by learning and loving how to learn. Okay? Everyone thumbs up? Everyone understand? Happy? Anyone got any question for me? Oh, thank you
No,
for the
ma'am.
heart. I love it. Any other questions? Dr. Madhavi, do you want to say or ask me anything?
Well, I want to say, ma'am, that you never need a permission. We are a team. They are your stars only. So it's all up to you. Whatever you want to teach once in a week, whenever you come, absolutely, we insist you. Though instead of permission, I insist you that you come and teach them. They really need your guidance. Absolutely. Is there anything last, ma'am, if you want to convey? Then absolutely, we would be like you all are going to meet for the next week, I believe positively, Marine ma'am. So if it's only 20 minutes or last 15 minutes, but take out your time for them, so they are going to interact and learn a lot. Anything else,
Yes,
ma'am? You want
absolutely.
to add? Yeah, please, ma'am. Yes, Marine ma'am, you're saying something?
Yes, yes. I just wanted to say, so all the shining stars that are here, can I give you a small bit of homework to do for me until I see you next week? Little bit of homework can I give to you now?
They are very
Yes.
lazy with the
Okay.
homeworks.
But it's small homework. It's small homework, I promise. And I'm not going to mark it, so it's okay. You're going to speak back to me next week. I want you to write for me 3 sentences, only three. 3 sentences of anything you want to say about language. Whether it is
Okay,
something you want
ma'am.
to say about yourself, whether you want to say something about somebody else or a car, whatever it is, you choose what you want to talk about. And I want you to only tell me 3 things about anything. 3 sentences, right? And when you're going to give that to me next week, I'm going to teach you and show you why that is a powerful exercise that you're doing. So for now, it's only three little sentences, small sentences about something that you are wanting to share with me. Just 3. Yeah? Happy?
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely, ma'am. They all are delighted, you know.
good. So I'm going to.
Take your words, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Madhvi. I'm so sorry. I'm hoping that all of my shining stars enjoyed today. I love every one of
Absolutely,
them. I
they
love
all have
being here.
enjoyed, ma'am. You never need to be sorry, ma'am. They all are really means cheerful
Yeah.
after listening to your session, and even we
Oh,
all wanted to extend your deepest gratitude. An exceptional session you delivered today. Your passion for teaching is
thank you.
always, dedicated to our students to truly to like shining through your words and speak. I've heard you in the number of webinars. So when it's called global educators, so do remember, my dear shining stars, they all are global speakers. We all have done thousands of webinars together. So now today we are the team who are going to. You are so fortunate. Trust me, you are so fortunate that you are having because. Uh, I don't know, like, is it in any other platform? Like, you all are kids, so my global educators are frequently available for you. But trust me, if it's there any other platform, they come for 5 minutes and then they leave in 10 minutes. So that's the reality. But you all are enough lucky. So the way you effortlessly convey complex concepts, ma'am, that really inspired our students, and it was nothing short of remarkable. So today's session was not just informative, I could simply say, but also deeply engaging, which I've expected from all of you, and leaving a lesson impacts of all of us. I believe they all have given you the commitment about 3 sentences, so they will be doing it as you are nurturing really a great, young minds, and they all are learning commendably. And thank you again for tireless efforts and unwavering dedication. We are incredibly fortunate to have you always and waiting for your next week. Isn't it, my dear
Yes,
Shining
yes.
Stars?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
But before
ma'am.
I leave,
Yes,
I want to
ma'am.
ask.
To communicating with you, ma'am.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
madam.
But
Yes,
before I
madam.
leave, I want all of you to show me your heart because I love all of you.
Yeah, all the way to South Africa, from India to South Africa.
Yes,
There's a big heart.
yes. Thank you. I love you all. God bless. I will see you next week. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye,
So
ma'am.
tomorrow, once
Bye,
again,
ma'am.
we are going to connect with our next global educator, and every day we have an amazing global educator. So be ready, my dear shining stars. Learn a lot. You are like students are increasing day by day. So right now you are getting one-to-one talks. So huddle up and everybody, let's say together, learn English simply.
Swiftly.
Swiftly.
Swiftly.